Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Dre. Just here on a quick break. Gotta make this video quick, so I only got a little bit of time left. So a few days ago, and I've been getting a lot of pop-ups on my Facebook feed, but in Midlothian, Illinois, which is I'm guessing outside Chicago. I'm in Texas, so I don't know too much about Illinois or the area over there. But from what I'm reading from the Chicago Tribune, 26-year-old black man, Jamel Roberson, an armed security guard at a bar at night, was able to subdue an active shooter that went into the bar. Four people were injured, but upon arrival from the police, they shot this black man who's been deemed by many to be a hero. Now, there's many accounts, and some are saying that the cop, pulled up and gave multiple commands to drop the gun, talking about Jamel. But also, there are some eyewitness accounts that basically within 5 seconds of police arriving, they opened fire, killing this black man who's a father of one infant and had another child on the way. So this is one of these things to where, of course, police department, just like with the Dallas cop who walked into supposedly the wrong apartment and killed a black man in his own home, the police department is not forthcoming with the identity of the killer. And that's ironic because when you look at the fact that last year, 2 years ago, when Officer Mohammed Noor shot and killed Justine Damon, she had called the police because she said that she had heard some sort of scuffle in a dark alley and someone maybe was getting sexually assaulted. And when the police arrived, Noor, he was investigating in one particular part of the scene, and he saw a shadowy figure basically running up to him. He discharged his weapon and he killed this white woman. Literally within, when the story broke, his name was all over the news. All of a sudden, these people that backed the blue were throwing this cop under the bus. And of course, he's been charged, pending still a further investigation and such. But just like with this white woman, and of course she was charged, the one in Dallas, it took a while before her identity was given to the public. So now no one knows the cop that shot this black man. But what we do know is that this is another case of seeing a black man with a gun, and I don't know if there's a 911 report of someone saying, hey, we have this active shooter, security guard, an armed security, a black guy. He was able to subdue the would-be assailant. So the 911 recordings have not been released. But again, the threat, just seeing a threat of a black person with a gun was enough to make this cop, they say a cop of 7 years, just immediately go on the scene and open fire. And that's ironic. So now you have this young brother who's lost his life, and he leaves behind a girlfriend or wife and 2 kids. So this is one of those things where, you would hope that there'd be some justice, but the cop being out on paid leave, you can only imagine that there's going to be a slap on the wrist. He'll be back on the job. And of course, the NRA, they're silent, just like with the killing of Philando Castile. And this is basically going back to what Jesse Washington said during the BET Award speech, when he said, every day cops manage to disarm, de-escalate, and not kill white people. And then the NRA and the spokeswoman, I can't remember her name, like Dana something, but she has the audacity every time something happens where there's some sort of mass shooting where some crazy white person goes into a shopping mall or a public school and starts killing everyone indiscriminately. The NRA, they want to bring up the talking point of the violence that's happening in Chicago, when we all know that when it comes to violence in Chicago, yes, it does exist. And you can talk about the violence that can happen over a weekend period, but you're talking a 72-hour period in which 15 people may get shot or killed, as opposed to some crazy ass white person that within a matter of literally 10 to 15 minutes can kill 58 people at a concert like Stephen Paddock did in Las Vegas a couple of years ago. But again, as long as the media can demonize black people and see us as the enemy, that's always going to be the case. And me as a licensed gun owner here in Texas, that's something that I always have to concern myself with when I'm traveling, because I keep my firearm close to me, except here at my workplace. Anyway, I've got to get back to work, but I just wanted to talk about this because unfortunately this is a case of another black man that tried to do good and lost his life because he wanted to protect others, and the cops saw him as the enemy. Anyway, until the next time, if you like this video, hope that you like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter. Peace.